Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. Thank you for joining me on my birthday. So this is a two-part video. It might just be a teeny bit longer than usual. The first part, I'm going to do a rapid fire, well, rapid fire as I can do, a dirty dozen of questions. That's 13 questions that I asked out on my Facebook group. You know, what would you like to ask me about? I'll answer them today and make them something non-quilty if possible. There might be a couple in here that'll lean a little bit that way, but I thought, oh, well, you know, what do you want to know? And maybe I'll do this again sometime. I put a link to that Q&A post so you can go add your questions afterwards. Maybe I'll do a follow-up on some of those things down the road. First, before the Q&A, I have to show you these absolutely beautiful flowers that Barbara, our ambassador, sent me for my birthday. She and I share a huge love of flowers. She has a beautiful outdoor garden. I think she does way more vegetables than me since I don't do any. But her garden is an envy of mine. Mwah. Okay, so first, I have a list. And there are some repeats. I sort of just popped this out there to get a quick group of things. So we're going to start. This is going to be fast through the dirty dozen. So Beverly asked, did I go to college? And Nancy asked, did I do any sports in college or, you know, high school? So I'll just wrap those all together. I went to college for computer science. I have a computer science degree, and that's what my job was in computers for 20 years before I left that industry and opened my own design business for what I do now. And did I play in college? I didn't play any sports. It's not my thing. High school, I went to a very tiny high school, so everybody had the ability to be involved in sports in some way. So I was a cheerleader, I was a manager of like the tennis team, and I did play some little bit of doubles, like way down on the list if they needed an extra. But usually no, I didn't play. I did a little bit of track. So because the school was so tiny, everybody got an opportunity, which was kind of fun. You got an opportunity to try things. I did a bit of archery, but not on a team, just to play. And it was I liked archery a lot. I like non-team events, like solo things. Okay, so Dee says, did I start my business so I could quilt full time? No, I did not. Because when you start a business, you don't do that business as all day long. When I started my own business so that I would have my own business, it took me a while. I always wanted my own business. I just didn't know what the topic of it would be or what it would be about. But when I understood the quilting industry a bit more, I realized there was a place for me to actually run a successful business that was bring in income and be a full-time job, a full-time support of my family. So that was kind of critical. You know, if it felt like it could not do it as a full-time job, I would not have left my computer job. Okay, so Mona asked, how long was the recovery from my broken wrists, and how was the left one doing since that one took a lot longer to heal? So recovery, I could do a lot of things, start to do a lot of things in about 3 months. And I think it took a good 6 months after I broke both of them until I was functioning well. The left one is still not 100%. It is really darn good, but it is not 100%. It is not as good as the right one. And I'm still building 2 years later, almost 2.5 years later, I'm still building strength in this left one. So I don't recommend breaking your wrists. That's not a thing you want to do. Okay, Anne, Linda, Carol, Kimmy, and a few others of you all asked, how did I meet Greg? What was he doing? You know, what kind of job did he have when I met him? How long have we been married? So Greg was not in college yet, but he was already out of high school when I was getting ready to go to college. He lived across the street from my grandmother, and so he came over, introduced himself, and we started dating. Kind of long distance for 2 years since, I mean, it wasn't that far, but I had no car. So, you know, I was just in a few hour, 2 hours away, something like that, in a campus of Penn State. And he was going in a campus of Penn State that was near his home then. So he wasn't in his occupation, which was a tech writer. He's a tech writer. But he's electrical engineering degree. So that's what he did, was telling people how to fix airplanes and things like that. So he wrote technical manuals and all kinds of stuff. We will be married 43 years in June. So we have known each other since I was 17. Well, it's been a long time. We've known each other a long time. So Nancy says, do we have kids? A few other ones of you asked this as well. No, we don't have any children, and right now we don't have any pets. In the past, we did have some dogs when we worked in corporate world. Both of us were in the corporate world, but we haven't had any pets since we started this business 23 years ago. Nancy says, do I love living in Virginia? I do. I'd wish for a milder winter because I'm not fond of winter. So it's not perfect, but there aren't too many perfect places on the planet, so I'll take it. What's my favorite place to travel to? Kristen asked. And then kind of together would be Becky's is, what's a dream vacation? So let me just say travel to. It's like when I take a vacation, I don't want to make a lot of decisions. I don't want to be overloaded. I just want to relax. So in the past, going on the cruises was really a lot of fun because you didn't have to make any decisions, and it was a beautiful ship and we went in fun ports. And so I really enjoyed that. Now, we haven't done anything since the COVID. And so I think travel will be a little bit different. For us, like what we're interested in will be a little bit different since we're not on the road all the time. So it used to be we were on the road so much that I didn't really want to go on the road. I didn't want to drive anywhere because our work took us on the road driving all the time. So I'm sort of don't know where and what taking a break will look like for me in the future or what it will be. So I don't really have, it'd be fun to explore that to see what's fun now, because I do have a list of things I'd like to see, because when I traveled, I often was, working, so I didn't really see a whole lot. Let's see. Betty is worried that my husband and I, Greg, that we don't get to have enough time together. Well, we've been in business together 23 years. We see each other all day long. We work in the house together. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. We hang out in between because we're in the same house and the house isn't very big. So don't worry. I see him plenty and he sees me plenty. Plenty. Sylvia's like, how do you like your coffee? I prefer iced coffee, and it's actually it's an Americano, which is a brewed espresso, and I do decaf and a splash of soy, just a little bit, not too much cream. What's my dream meal? Lisa wants to know, what's my dream meal? That's fascinating. We've had an opportunity to experience lots of different foods, eat lots of different levels of food, really fine dining to everything in between. I think one of my favorite things are really good scallops and also really good fried clams, like from a clam shack on the side of the road where they, harvest clams. So those are some of my favorite things. Okay, and Patty says, how do you focus so well to get everything done? Well, it's like, if you think about your day job, whatever job you do, you have to complete things and you have deadlines and all that. That's what this is. That's how I work. It's a job. So I can't just slough off, and there's nobody else to give the job stuff to. So yeah, I'm just a very focused person. That's the way I'm hardwired, and because it is my job, I'm even more so. So yeah, it's just the way I am. Several people asked this one, so we'll wrap it up and then we'll do mail call. So this is, what is my favorite pastime besides quilting? What do I like to do besides quilting? And I've tried, and I'm thinking you mean not crafts, because I've tried all kinds of things and done things. I do some crochet. I'm doing a lot of cross stitch. I've done, every craft you can practically think of. But other types of things I enjoy is gardening. I enjoy gardening, but I'm kind of like, when we did so much travel, I couldn't do much gardening. And so I'm enjoying that again now that I'm don't have broken wrists in the summer, and you know, so I can enjoy gardening this past couple of summers. I'm also doing some indoor plants, which I haven't done again in many years since we were on the road traveling so much. I also like to read things on the internet. I like to learn things. I like to go out and think of a topic and just sort of read up on it, whether it's an article or watching a video on how something interesting might be made. Like I watched some behind the scenes stuff for the Macy's Day Parade floats. You know, those kind of things interest me, just sort of learning something different. And then I do like to go and do a bit of travel. Like I said earlier, it'll probably change a lot here in the next few years because we just we'll have a different opportunity for our travel than we used to before, because we did so much for work and we couldn't really always see things that we wanted to see. So there you go. That is the Dirty Dozen questions. Thank you so much to everybody who asked one. And now it's time for a little birthday mail call. Well, little might be an understatement. It might be a little bit bigger than little. Okay, so first I wrote myself a note because Reeve sent me a digital Starbucks, and this one's on you. So I just wanted to know, she knows it came. We talked about that, so that was awesome. Such a fun surprise. Okay, what do I have from Barb? Lots of beautiful cards from Barb in Ohio. Look at this. And you all wrote such wonderful notes in them. It's just beautiful. This cutie pie is from Terry in Michigan. Look at this. So darling. So darling. Okay, from Naomi in Rhode Island. And the notes are so fun. But look first. Look, look, look. Oh, the flamingo with the little crown. That would be me today. If I were a bird, see, here would be a question you didn't ask. If I was a bird, what would I be? I would definitely be a pink flamingo, definitely. With a crown, for sure. And so thank you, Naomi, for fueling my Starbucks habit. Yes, 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 it is. Suzanne, our ambassador, sent me this beautiful card. She's in New York. Doesn't that look like New York? I think it does. I think it does, Suzanne. I don't know. Have I talked about flamingos a lot lately? Because I've got a couple of flamingo things. Party like a flock star. So cute. And this, okay, this is from Julie in New York, who also sent me a little fuel, a little power. This is what keeps me running. Because you asked that, right? How does that work? Well, like fueled by coffee. Although it's mostly decaf now, but I used to use a lot of non-decaf. Okay, this is from Eleanor in Rhode Island. Look at that. The hydrangeas, one of my favorite flowers, one of my all-time favorite flowers, because my grandma had one, and she had no green thumb, but that thing grew anyways. And then she sent me a whole bunch of new aqua squares. I can't wait to get back to this quilt, but I have to show you. I have to just look at the peep. Oh my goodness. Look at the peep. And then she sent a fun little story. Okay, I read this earlier, but I have to read it to you. It's a recipe. It's a fun recipe for elephant stew. 1 elephant, salt and pepper, brown gravy, and 2 rabbits. Cut the elephant into bite-sized pieces. This should take about 2 weeks. Cover with brown gravy, cook over kerosene fire about 4 weeks at 465 degrees. This will serve 3,800 people. If more are expected, 2 rabbits may be added. But do this only if necessary, as most people do not like to find hair in their stew. Okay, that is really, really good, Eleanor. Thank you. Okay, I've got a beautiful card from Jerry, red, everything red. She wrote me a really nice note telling me about her new studio she's setting up, and Jerry is in Missouri. Isn't that great? Look at that. Love it. Love it. Okay, I'm trying to keep this so I don't lose track. This is from Gail in Missouri. Cupcakes. I love them. Oops, and Gail sent me a little Starbucks money as well, so I appreciate that. I'm gonna buy a coffee on her. Super cute. Okay, what have I got over here? I have got from Laura, and I've met Laura more than once, Laura, right? I know we were in Vermont, I think maybe when we met for the first time in person, then you came to a workshop. She's from New York and has been in my community for a long, long time. So she also sent me a Starbucks because she knows, and look at this. Look how pretty that is. I love it. The plaids, definitely plaids for the win, right? I love plaids. Okay, I've got from Mary in Wisconsin. May your heart be joy-filled and your life so blessed. Isn't that nice? I like these sewing cards. You guys are so good at finding that stuff too. Find them out there, don't you? Here's from Mary in Michigan. And the donuts, the happy donuts. And okay, I have to fold this over and show you, like inside there's another one. So cute. I love it. I love them. Okay, Kathy in California sent me this beautiful little card and a note for my birthday. Oh, okay, so I've got from, let's see, look at this. This is from Sharon in New York, and I think she must have stitched this. Isn't that neat? Yeah, because she stamped it on the back. So she did this. Isn't that cool? That paint. But look what she sent. That's not all. Look at this. She sent this tea towel with the flamingos. Isn't that? Look at the stitching. Just look. Isn't that cool? Is that computerized? It has to be. Is that? Yeah, it's a chain stitch, but it is nice and open and interesting. I don't know anything about that stitch. So Sharon, you need to write me an email and tell me how you do that, because that is really cool. It is different. I want to know. I want to know. Okay. This one is so fun. It is from Nadine, who is in Maine, and Nadine is part of our chat community, so a lot of you will recognize Nadine because she always says Nadine from Maine, and she puts a little lobster in her thing, and she sent me a gorgeous card. Isn't that beautiful? It looks like Maine. But she also, we have a big love of novelty prints, and so she sent me a little collection of from her novelty prints, including, she says, her last peeps that she has. And she listed them for me. I'm just going to hold them up. So you've got the peeps, which apparently this is it. I got the last piece to use in something wonderful. And she gave me some of the pieces that are, you know, they're Japanese. Some of them are Japanese pieces. The Japanese fabrics are just amazing. Some older Tula Pink. That's an older Tula Pink with the owl. That's a really good one. Here's some desserts. Look at these. I think this is probably a Japanese print. Yeah, I could just buy all of these all the time and never be sad about that. Never be sad. Look at this, the novelty, the sewing novelties. And here's some with like little kids and things. That's so cute. Oh, here's one that looks like linen. I have to show you these because you don't get to see this kind of stuff very much if you don't collect it. You have to really look for novelty prints like this. And the Japanese ones, you know, you've got to find a shop that's going to be buying those because they are more expensive. Yeah, so I'll show you a couple more here. Let me just show you one more. But she has a few others in here. Here's a coffee print. And they're just always so fun. I need to do some sort of scrappy, like album type quilt. I don't know what, something that has, there's another, roast chicken. Yeah, because who else wants to have fabric that says roast chicken on it but Nadine and I? That's like, it's another Tula Pink one of the older ones. And okay, I've managed to show you all of them. And then some cooking ones. Nadine also does a lot of great cooking. If you come to our kitchen adventures group, she is in there often showing her baked goods. She has a long armor up in Maine. She does specializes in modern long arming. So if you are looking for that, go to her website, modernquiltdesigns.com, because you will find amazing things there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Nadine. Mwah. I have more though. Wait, there's more. There's more. All right, let me do this one. This is from Cheryl in Florida, and look at how pretty that is. That cozy quilt. And she also sent me a super cute Starbucks card. Look at that. These little dimensional ones. These are always so cute. And a great big piece of flannel here that I didn't open yet. We're going to open it and see what it is. It looks like, is it a panel or some pillows or something? Oh, yeah. It's like Christmas gnomes. Is that what it is? Ta-da! There we go. Oh, yes. So that could actually just be like a quilt itself. Put a border on it, don't you think? Yeah. So that is flannel. It would be so cozy. So I could just do that. Put a border on it. Oh, thank you, thank you. This is all so fun. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one comes from Canada, and it is from, oops, Debbie in Canada. Okay, so this cracks me up. She found a card with gummy bears on it. Isn't that cute? So cute. She sent me a selvage with coffee stuff on it, and some gummy bear fabric. I had no idea there was gummy bear fabric. This is amazing. I'm just like, oh, yeah. I have to have something to use all of this fun fabric. Something. Okay, here is from Debbie in California. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So she sent me a little card. Here, she sent me a little card. Look at that, with the bird of paradise. My same grandmother had the hydrangeas and has no green thumb at all. When she moved to California in her retirement, she and my grandfather, she then bought a house from her brother, and in that house was outside that house was a great big old bird of paradise. This is in Southern California, and so I always associate flowers with her, even though like she grew nothing. This was not her thing. So I've also, oh, what's this from Debbie, right? Yeah, I'm losing track here. Yeah, Debbie. So she sent me a yummy Starbucks and this card, this epic card. Look at this. Look at this. So you pull this out, right? You pull this out and it becomes this amazing bouquet. Look at that. How cool is that? That is awesome. Love these fun things. You guys find such fun stuff. Fun. All right, we still have a few more. We have a few more. I'm going to open up this because I put everything in the bag part. This came with parts. So this is from Jody. This is from Jody. And I don't know what state Jody's in. But look at the bag. Isn't that darling? A little tote bag, and there's a little zippy pouch with it. Look at that. Then, but wait, there's more. There are chocolate gummy bears. And I think Jody was telling us about this on the morning chat, which happens at 7. There's people on there usually before 7, but I come on at 7 until the show starts at 7:15. The video starts, and then we talk all through the video too on the chat. But I think she mentioned these in there, these chocolate gummies. So I opened one of them because I had to test them just to be sure they made it here okay. Because you just you got to know. But they actually are gummy bears dipped in coated in chocolate. That's incredible. They're so good. Fun stuff. All right, let me put that over there. So this came from Kathleen, who is on our morning chat also. And Kathleen, I'm going to give her a shout out because she is a major trooper. She is recovering from some difficult surgery in her shoulder. I believe it's her shoulder, and it has been taking her a while. And so she has been a super trooper. We try to. I'll give her some good, you know, kudos when she comes on in the morning, because she's not really able, you know, she's starting to get to do stuff. But yeah, it's been a long haul. So she sent me first this super cute pillow. Look at this. Look how darling that is. It's going to be perfect because it's red, red, everything red. I love it. And then she found that alphabet fabric in red. Kathleen, this is awesome. This is so awesome. I didn't remember that it came in red and white. You know, I probably only saw the black and white. That's what I bought. But isn't that cool? Because I actually used up all of that on my Secret Lives of Color. So all the black and white I used. That's what I put on the border. So now I've got a red piece. And she found these clips. Have you ever seen these? They're for, you can hang, I can hang the quilts with up on my rod thing. So they're big fun clips like this. Look at this. Whoops, I've got to get my hand. There we go. Deet, 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 deet. These are great. They're big, big, big. So I love them. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So this is not the first box that somebody has sent where they've turned it, one of the Sew Sampler boxes from the Fat Quarter Shop, inside out, because they have these cute messages in there. So I recognize this one. This is from Peggy in Wisconsin. And she has sent me a beautiful card. Look at this. Look how gorgeous. And a Starbucks, yeah. And then I'm going to open this. See, here's the Cupid box. That was a Cupid box. And I'm going to open this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And it's precious, and it's precious cargo. Precious cargo. All wrapped in its little packing box. Oh my goodness. It's fuzzy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. So cute. Peggy, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. Oh, all right. What have I got here? This is from Jolene in Michigan. And no, Minnesota. Jolene in Minnesota. And she told me that she'd been collecting these things for a little while. Like she would see things and then she would collect them. And she didn't know if it would get here in time for my birthday. But guess what? You did good. It is. So she wrote me a beautiful little note and she made this card. Look at that. Look how cute the card is. But there's a couple things in here. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. And then after this, there's just one more. So, so there are some gnome things. She says she saw some gnome stuff and she had to get it for me. Whoops. Oh, and it's packed with candy. So here's like a tea towel. Look how cute that is. That is awesome. Look at the mushrooms. I love it. I love it. And so she sent me, I'll just hold them up, some oh, these are just like local candies to try. And here's some sea salt, whoops, sea salt caramels or caramels. Are you a caramel or a caramel person? So let me know in the comments. And then, of course, a couple other ones from that. And there's some other things in here. She does a ovarian cancer walk every year in honor of her mother. And so she sent me with the Mayo Clinic. And so she sent me walking with the Mayo Clinic. So she sent me some of the red pens that they got. I thought that was amazing. That was so awesome and thoughtful of you. And one of the notebooks that they got. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. She found some triple mix popcorn. This is local stuff to her. That's so good. That looks good. And oh, a scrubby. This is a scrubby. See there. How cute is that? See, now you could leave this out at your sink over the December and January and February when you have to wear mittens. By the end of February, you don't want to think about it anymore. Believe me. Look at the red tissue paper. So, oh, here's another Christmas one. These are so cute. You guys are so clever to find these things. That one has gnomes on it, see? Oh my goodness. And, oh, and there's a gnome for me to have for next year. He's wrapped up in plastic. Let me just take him out so he can breathe. He's been traveling in there. Look how cute he is. Look how cute. Okay. I've got, here's a piece of fabric wrapping some things. Is it upside down? Look at that. That is really cool. That looks like that Kath Holden stuff. That is really cool. Look at all the different things on there. Oh, I love it. Okay, it was wrapping something though, so let's look at that. Oh, it looks like a bee. Bzz, bzz, bzz. A little bee, or actually a big bee. Oh, it has feet. Oh, I'm like, what is falling off? Oh, it's a bee gnome. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. Welcome to the garden. There we go. He could go on the front porch because he won't get messed up there. Oh, and then she told me in the note that she sent some train fabric. She had bought this fabric to do something for her dad, and that just didn't happen, and he passed away. And so she decided that instead of her holding on to it, that maybe I could do something for Greg. And I thought, this is so sweet of you, so sweet. So yes, I will do something for Greg with the train fabric. That is so fun. Such fun things. So thank you so much. And I have one more. One more. This is from Carrie, our ambassador in New York. Okay, so I have to show you. This is the packing on one side. That's my address. But look at the plant leaf stickers. Oh, cute, 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 cute. And she sent me this great card. It's a great card. Look at that. The ribbon on it. And then, so she made the card. Carrie's really creative. She's also a painter. But look, she found a llama charm. Oh my goodness. Look at her, the Dalai Lama. Miss Dolly. So now Big Dalai Lama has like a little charm to go along with her. I love that, Carrie. Just love it. And she sent me regular gummies that I love dearly because these are the party hat ones. So they're the birthday party gummies. And then her local store has gummies. Look at that. Look at this. That's crazy. How fun is that? Oh, I can't wait to try those. They're butterflies. All right. And she also found some mint for me because, you know, I can't have enough mint. And they are Reese's. Like, look at I haven't seen these ones. They're always coming out with new stuff. The mint ones. And then she found me an ornament for my tree, for my fiasco last year where my white tree, all the lights died, and then the new lights were crappy. And yeah, so I have a new tree, and so she sent me an ornament from it. Oh, for it. Oh my goodness, my friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little Q&A, and thank you so much for all of the beautiful presents. If you sent me a birthday present and you didn't see it yet, then I will show it when it comes up, you know, when it comes in the mail. If it comes Saturday or Monday, I will show it on the videos next week. I'll do some. But I thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone and making my birthday so amazing. I will see you online.